When the inheritance finds out about the will, the inheritance exposed a family lie. After my grandfather passed away, we gathered to read his will. The room was filled with an eerie silence as my father, uncles, and aunts sat around the table, waiting for the lawyer to begin. We were all prepared for the usual division of assets among close family members. However, our expectations were shattered when the lawyer revealed that my grandfather had left everything to a distant relative we barely knew. My father was devastated. He felt betrayed by his own father, the man who had always been there for him, guiding him through life's challenges. The distant relative, a cousin we hadn't seen in years, stood up and accepted the inheritance with a smug smile. My father couldn't believe it. He had worked hard all his life, expecting to inherit the family business and continue the legacy. Now, it seemed like all his efforts had been for nothing. But here's where it gets crazy. I decided to investigate further. I couldn't accept that my grandfather would willingly leave everything to someone he barely knew. I spent countless hours digging through old family records, searching for any clues that might explain this bizarre turn of events. One day, while rummaging through a dusty attic, I stumbled upon a stack of old letters hidden behind a loose floorboard. As I carefully unfolded the yellowed pages, I realized that these letters held the key to unraveling the mystery. The letters revealed a dark secret. My grandfather had been coerced into changing his will under duress. A cunning individual had manipulated him, using his declining health and vulnerability against him. The distant relative, it turned out, was in league with this person, working together to deceive my grandfather and steal his inheritance. My father had been the victim of a cruel deception, and now the truth was finally coming to light. Armed with this newfound knowledge, we took legal action. We hired a skilled attorney who helped us gather evidence and build a strong case. The trial was intense, with both sides presenting their arguments. The distant relative tried to deny any wrongdoing, but the letters and other evidence we uncovered proved otherwise. The judge